Hey guys, welcome back to the Shire, and today I'm here with another thoughts and slash or impressions video. And this time it's going to be on Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. Another game that is I was kind of wishing to review, but my schedule, of course, got in the way of just editing and stuff, and it's been 2 weeks since the game came out, and the Division's right around the corner as of me recording this, so I think I'm gonna just do an impressions video and tell you whether or not I think the game should be bought or not. So let's hit it. So basically, this game again came out same day as Far Cry Primal, which was February 23rd, I think. But it is a third-person shooter with obviously the Plants vs. Zombies element, which is the mobile game. For those of you who don't know. It's based off a mobile game, and I have got to say, for what it is incredibly well done and incredibly well made. This, I mean, I was honestly blown away by the first one when it came out, and the second one is just even better than the first in every state, just about every form, content-wise, gameplay-wise, and honestly community-wise too. Because I don't remember, because the people I've met actually, or talked to, I should say, playing this game, have been way nicer slash cooler than anybody I've seen, than anybody I met playing the previous one. But I'm here to talk on what my opinions are. And what you're seeing in the background is just some pre-recorded footage while I do the voiceover, which I actually think I finally figured out how to edit into, because I pretty much sat down last weekend and freaking taught myself how to edit shit. And that's how it's done. So I'm recording this on Saturday, March 5th, and the game came out, like I said, February 23rd. And the Division is right around the corner, so I'll be covering that on Tuesday when it comes out. I hope to possibly do a Let's Play on that. But back to Plants vs. Zombies. Anyway, like I said, it's a third-person shooter with the Plants vs. Zombies element. And its gameplay, it is pretty solid, I gotta say. I enjoy it. Especially, as you can see, the Rose, though the Rose is incredibly overpowered and just needs a nerf. She has a homing her regular shot will just home in on the closest enemy, and for each character has a set of abilities. Her two abilities are she has three abilities. Every character has three abilities. The left ability and the right ability and the triangle ability is what I call them. Her left ability slows enemies whenever they get hit in. And whenever it hits them, or the enemies that it hits, it has more of a splash effect. The right ability turns whoever you hit, or sometimes it'll turn multiple people into goats, which I just tried to use, and I completely failed at it. And her triangle ability turns her into some, like, invincible, just rosebud that can go around and do damage, and the more damage you do, I think it does about 20 damage per hit. The more damage you do with it, the more it'll. Yep, there's one of her abilities right there, and then I just destroyed that guy. But anyway, there's a lot of characters in this game. A lot. You have the Rose, you have a Sunflower. This is just the plant side too. You have the Rose, you have the Sunflower, you have a Chomper, you have a Pea Shooter. You have an orange, I think it's another new character called a Citron, which is basically an orange of sorts. And there was one more character, and I can't even remember what on earth it is. Oh, I'm drawing such a back. Alright, but you have like 6 or 7 sets of characters just on the plant side. And each one of those characters, and that's not even counting the zombies. The zombies have about the same amount. They have like a pirate, they have a scientist, they have that imp that I just got killed by. They have a super... they have a super hero thing, and they all have their unique sets of abilities. Now, what I really like is there's variants of each character, so you can get like a fire rose, ice rose, an acid shooting pea shooter, a rock shooting pea shooter, an electric superhero zombie, and etc. And they all have different kinds of attack forms. So like the regular pea shooter will just shoot peas. The rock pea shooter shoots rocks, and he has a little bit more HP than the other one. The vampire sunflower has less HP, has about 25 less HP than most sunflowers. Yet it will siphon health from whenever you hit an opponent, which is really, really good too, and pretty overpowered in some way. Ah, and there's the last guy right there, Colonel Corn. He's like corn, yeah, you can see him hopefully in the right corner right there. But he shoots, he's like a minigun shooting corn guy with, he throws in and he can get butter, he can throw a potato out and he can like get butter strikes and crap. It's really, really cool. But, on the, yeah, back to the variants and plants and stuff, but you have just so many different variants of characters. So like for the zombies, you have an imp that shoots like lasers, and then you'll have a imp that shoots fire. Then you have a scientist that shoots rocks, and a scientist that shoots electricity. Everything. It's so diverse, in my opinion. I love it so much. Now, that and that's just so much more on the content side. I love it because compared to the last one, there's really little content to that game. And in this game, you not only have the multiplayer modes, you get a handful of new ones, I think, plus the handful of new characters, and you also get an entire, I wouldn't say completely fleshed out campaign, but you have a campaign for the plants and for the zombies. And granted, most of the campaign is just doing like multiplayer missions against bots. It's still a good way to actually earn currency, which what you use to buy sticker packs, which the sticker packs are what you use to buy cosmetics or consumables or even other variants of characters, such as try to get other roses and stuff. But the thing with the packs and getting other character variants is there's only one kind of pack that can get you a full character. Some packs will give you a piece, and you need 5 pieces, 5 character stickers of a specific character to be able to play as that character. There's only one pack that gives you it, and it's a random character, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, there's always that just ooh, what am I going to get this time? What am I going to get that time? And it seems through this time, and it seems in this game they give the currency out much. They're much more grateful with the currency. They give it to you. They give you much better amounts of currency in the matches, and to where the point where it'll take maybe normally you would get about 15,000 coins for 15,000 or 1,500. I don't remember. That right there, I just got 8,000 coins for a game of search and destroy, basically. But you get about 15,000. I think it's 15,000. Yeah, it's about 15,000 for one match of basically it's like a capture or defend sort of game mode. So it's similar to Turning Point from Battlefront, but you'll get about 15,000 coins. If you do incredibly well, you get about 20,000, and it takes about 70,000 coins to get for a guaranteed character. And all the packs get lower from there, so it's like not even that hard to get packs in general. You can probably get like 4 consumable packs after a match of what's it called, Suburbanation, which is what this match that I'm playing that you see right now is. And so that would take about 5 matches of the 15 of the one that will give you about 15,000, and that's if you play average or maybe a little below average. If you play pretty well, then you get about 20,000 or so. But I'll bet, yeah, all the packs get lower from 70,000, and it's incredibly cool, just and fun to just open the sticker packs and be like, ooh, what am I gonna get? And right there, what just killed me, that is a variant of the Colonel Corn guy, who his regular attacks will do damage and they'll light you on fire, and which will do damage over time. Some of them will have an ice characteristic, which will, if you get hit enough, or if it's a charge attack, you hit them with the charge attack, you will get frozen in place, and you can't move for a set amount of time until you get hit enough to where it breaks. And as you can see, I'm playing with the Imp now, and the Imp has very little health in this game, but he has one of the best abilities, which is like a tiny mech thing. But I'm really not a fan of him, and I recorded most of this footage on Tuesday, and this is Saturday, so I still haven't been a fan of him, but I've got more zombies than this now, and plants. And I've mostly around the time I recorded this, I was playing as the Rose quite a bit, But they haven't even debuffed her yet, and they've said they're going to, but I've kind of started playing as a different pea shooter and the Sunflower as of late because I've gotten other characters. And the frame rate in this, yeah, that's another kind of complaint I've had, when the frame rate can kind of get abysmal in this game, which kind of sucks sometimes, but other than that, it runs relatively well. But big, let's see. I've covered just about everything I like on it so far. Let's see, the minuses. There's the Rose. Definitely, she's incredibly overpowered, and it's pretty much Plants vs. Roses at this point because everybody just plays at her as her. It's really, really, really annoying. They need to fix that, and they said that they would about a week ago, and it still hasn't been implemented yet. But I have noticed a handful, out of the handful of matches that I've seen. Oh wow, I just got flung. I don't even remember that. But out of the handful of matches I've seen, Rose, she's been declining in use, fortunately. A lot of people are beginning to try other characters out than just use the overpowered Rose. Some other things. Maps. That would probably be my second biggest complaint, is they're just so... it's not that the maps are bad, it's just there's not that many of them. Now, I'll give this, the game has enough other content in general to justify that. It's got plenty of modes, and it's got plenty of characters to mess around with. It's just the maps right now are just kind of... little. I honestly think there's less maps in this game than there are in Battlefront, which is really bad if you ask me. But I do have to say, this also being EA who published it, and as of now, there are still no microtransactions, even though I'm hearing the rumors that they're supposed to be soon, along with that Rose patch, which really sucks. But if they're not like game changing or anything, then I'm not gonna bitch about them completely. Still, microtransactions just don't need to be in a game. But I'll give you this: if they were to announce a season pass for this game, I don't think I would have an issue buying the season pass, because the game has enough content there to justify the $60, and I would say more. But, and also a complaint could be that we're praising a game for being, as Jim Sterling said, what a game should be, and have the amount of content that a game should have, or a AAA title should have. Which he makes a very good point there. But in it being EA, and EA being the bane of existence for some people at this point, I kind of will let that slide, just because I do have a freaking good time in this game. I have an incredibly fun time every time I'm in this game. And that just about sums it up. But final thoughts? I love this game. If you are looking for a shooter that is not Call of Duty, Battlefield, Rainbow Six, or some kind of futuristic / modern shooter, play this game. This game is freaking good. Buy this game, tell your friends to buy this game, and play this game. Play it on any console, and play it at any time. I love this game to death. And that's gonna about wrap it up for my thoughts. I have about 5 or so minutes left of footage. I think this is an entire match of me starting to jump into the realm of the Sunflower and get used to it, because I'm so used to the Rose at this point. I think I recorded this actually on Wednesday or Thursday. Probably Thursday. But yeah, I'm trying to get used to the Rose now, so I think I'm going to leave it to the Rose. I'm going to leave it to this. Or, I'm sorry, not Rose. I switched to the Sunflower, and I'm just messing around with other classes because, yeah, like I said, Rose is incredibly overpowered. And, fortunately, now that I kept talking, I remembered another plus that I liked. There is a prestige-ish system in this game. Every time you get a character to max level, which is 10, you have the choice to promote them, as it is called. And every time you promote them, you get like a new... whenever you would kill somebody or something, it would flash. It flashes up on the screen whenever you see the person, when it shows you the kill cam or the person who killed you, and it'll give them like plate color, specific plate color. So every time you do that, your plate color will change from like bronze to silver to gold, and I guess to platinum eventually. So that's the thing. And every time you do promote them, you get 20,000 coins, which is an incredibly good way to level or to buy other character packs and stuff, and gives you, and I personally think it also gives more depth to the game, where you can aim for people who are like completionists and stuff. They can aim to completely prestige every character and get every pack and stuff like that, and that is really cool. And I know that the single player element is there. There's another there's a co-op mode, which is basically a wave defense mode. It gives you a decent amount of coins, but I think it's a little long for. I think the coins could be increased a little bit, because I don't think it gives you enough coins to verify to justify the match. That depends on the. But that's gonna about wrap it up for me. Here you go. That little plate right there says "Vanquished by Freddy Krueger 5." That will change colors every time you prestige. But that's gonna about wrap it up for me. Yeah, there's about 5.5 minutes left of this match, so I think I'll leave you to it and let you just finish watching it. I enjoyed this game, and I enjoyed making this video. I hope you all have a nice day.